well.
Yeah, and this is kind of a different freezing rain setup for us. Usually our air temperatures are below freezing.
Yeah.
You know, this is going to be a little bit different, and it's all due to that prolonged stretch of sub-freezing ground that we've had for over 10 days here. So here's the setup. So we're going to start to get into this rain. Air temperatures above the pavement will be above freezing for most of the event, maybe not necessarily all, but most of it. That's why we're not really worried too much about trees and power lines. But when that rain falls and it hits this super cold ground, it's going to glaze up, and it will not take a whole lot for that to happen. So that's why, again, roads and sidewalks more of an issue with this, and it will start to happen here as we go through the evening and overnight into tomorrow morning. Speaking of those road temperatures here, we can show you that many areas around the metro area and throughout central Indiana are showing near and below 32 degrees. So that is going to be key for what's falling on them. Right now it's light precipitation, but as we talked about, it won't take a whole lot. I think the precipitation rates will pick up in intensity closer to midnight. 38 right now, the warmest we've been in about 10 days, 42 in Shelbyville, down to 32 in Lafayette. Here's by 8 o'clock. And so on future track 13, you'll see this big batch of precipitation moving in, and this is just not a great setup. This could be a situation too by tomorrow morning when Chuck's on the air. We could be 33, 34 degrees and still have problems with iciness on the roads. Eventually it gets warm enough and the pavement starts to respond that it just turns into a wet road versus a slick one. Now, this time tomorrow afternoon, the focus shifts to this. This is going to be widespread fog, and it may be dense, and that may be day one of several where we have dense fog days here. So we're probably going to have school delays and or some cancellations tomorrow morning. That could also be a problem Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday mornings, because this is going to be a kind of a foggy setup for us, and I'll have more on that coming up during the 5 o'clock hour, what's going to cause that. Here's the planner for tomorrow, and here's the 7-day forecast. Yes, we warm, but with that warmth is going to come rain and going to come these foggy days that we're going to have. We peak in the mid-50s on Thursday and then start to turn colder with rain possibly changing to some snow on Sunday. We'll be on top of the radar all evening long. We'll see you coming up 4:30.